guys, I'm Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Welcome back to a almost end of the week Rude Customers podcast.
Welcome.
The week's just flying by.
For who?
For the world. I mean, we are on a rock just spinning around in the cosmos, you know?
It's going by really slow.
Yeah?
And it's about to get real sad.
You know what? This is the slow part of your week. I don't know how it's been slow. It's been a fast week.
Yeah, because for me, I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday overnight. So.
Yeah, she's about to head into her work week. Well, I've already been in mine.
So it's going to be a sad, some sad days for me. Pray for me.
It's sad for me because I get to see less of her. But she doesn't care about that.
No.
And I might have to kill my cat. But you know who also probably wants to kill a cat?
Who?
Rude Customers.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
I know.
Guys, this is... Sorry, I just cut you off.
It's okay.
Okay.
Right.
No, I was going to go into the first video.
It's time. It is time for it.
Okay, cool. The first video is, we have this lady at the airport, and it's been a popular video that's been surfacing the internet. And I pulled this because we also had an argument our last time at the airport.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything like this.
No.
For sure. Actually, it was the complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
But
to most people, if anyone was caring, it just looked like a real passive aggressive fight, just walking away from each other, catching up.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's about as sceney as we got.
Mm-hmm. This was not. This was not a passive aggressive.
No.
Because of you! Like, literally because of you! You are the rudest, most worst person I've ever met in my life. And you can't even have accountability ever! 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 No, sorry, you're right. That's what I'm dead sorry about. You don't give a fuck. You were just... Dude, mind your business! What the fuck away, good? Hi! But no. You loser. I hope you drop dead. And I never want to do anything to you ever again. Until I get to this point! Don't look at me either! Like, life is funny! It's funny! It's funny! I hate you! Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny. Like, bro, I fucking hate you. You're a loser! You're a loser! Dude, I hate you, and I'm gonna use this. Dude, no, you are rushing me. At the point I literally got sick.
Oh, my Lanta. First and foremost, kudos to the cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a fight, was like, you know what? This bench looks good. I think he even thought about sitting in the same row. This dude was brazen.
I mean,
he was like, I'm
probably
gonna go
had.
to the next
He
one.
was like, "Oh, I have a 2-hour layover."
I need some entertainment. Oh my God.
Okay, so these are the things that I don't like.
No.
In a relationship, I don't think it's ever healthy to say, I hate you.
Oh God, right.
I don't think, like, I mean, this person, you can argue they have some mental problems. They have some anger management issues.
Absolutely.
They have some deep working on themselves type of
Let's hope.
vibes. And, you know, clearly this man is immune to this type of behavior because of how calm he is and how, like, nonchalant he is. And it's also very clear that this man, it appears to be that this man is in at least a verbal abusive relationship, an emotional abusive relationship. And it doesn't take a psychiatrist, a therapist, a psychologist, a counselor to figure that out.
It does not.
So it's sad because, you know, I always hate seeing videos where men can justify calling a female crazy. I always hate seeing those videos because we really don't know, like, this is not okay regardless of what's going on. No. So that's the thing. This is a good, like, he needs to get out of there.
Relationships are hard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be funny about this because this is funny, and I think it's the best to treat it in a funny manner. But wow, this guy is. You are 100% right, by the way. You nailed it perfectly. Because not only is he in an abusive relationship, I think he's over it. I think this will be the last time.
I don't.
You don't.
Because he's sitting there, and I think
May not have a choice.
nah, I know a security guard pulled him away.
Oh, really?
I don't know if we'll see it in this video, but because I've seen so many clips of this original video that the one that at least I saw, a security guard eventually pulled him away to ask him if he was okay and things like that. I don't know. Someone who's over it isn't going to just sit there and just...
I gave him benefit for sitting there because maybe they're on a trip, they're finishing a trip, there's the flight, maybe they spent a lot of money. Men can justify putting up with stuff for a lot of what women might call stupid reasons. But if I paid $2,000 for a flight or something like that, or if there's someone I'm going to see like at a show in Vegas or something, I'm going to sit through it for as long as I can. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? You can't kill her in public. Get caught. But the reality is this is never okay. You can't have these type of public fights. You can't. And she is so anti this happening that it just goes the opposite way. And I didn't understand it.
I'm not into even having... I'd rather wait until we're in the four walls of our home and have a conversation rather than to do anything publicly.
And that's the thing. And I do mean anything. Like, we're not even going to address it. And like in public. And it was weird to me. It's not really so much anymore. I kind of like it. I
just don't like public. It's like this is entertainment.
Yes.
I don't want to
be
people's entertainment.
Not for free.
Yeah, well.
Not that type of free.
Yeah, you guys know what I mean.
We'll film our own entertainment.
Yeah, we'll film our own entertainment, but I don't want my real life, my real arguments, my real relationship problems to be a real person's entertainment.
It's unfair. These are unfair. These suck because these are worst moment situations. They might be more common in some relationships, obviously. Some people are just messed up. But these suck, you know? Like, I don't think anybody ever wants to be this person. Very few people want to. I think it feels like more people want to be this person nowadays, but I don't think people do. And I'm hoping that the good old-fashioned form of bullying might help this guy wake up. Because he's going to read these comments. He's going to see these videos. Oh, for sure.
Every single stitch that I've seen coming across this clip, we have a few more seconds left, but every single stitch that I've seen has been a male saying, bro, you got to leave. You got to get out. This is a red flag. This is your sign to leave and go.
You got to take your power back.
So
man. You got to do something here, bro.
Every single clip is like that. And thanks to this lady for making like now men... They think it's okay to call us crazy. It's not.
No. You know why? You know what saved it for that? Because
Why?
Isolated incidents sometimes don't get called out in open spaces. Not in way like obvious the cameraman. But you know who really saves it and brings us in perspective for all womankind? That woman laughing. That woman, I'm dead serious. That woman laughing shows the ridiculousness of the situation from a normal woman's perspective. It shows that that's not the normal thing that you're going to see all the time. Will you see it in onesies and twosies? Absolutely. And you'll see guys do it too. But that woman restores the balance, in my opinion, because comedy and laughter really does show that levity.
Yep.
You're good because of you. I hate you.
We're just really stressed because I thought.
He's dealt with this before, but oh man, he's dealt with that before.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's
dealt with
definitely
that
in an
before.
abusive relationship.
And an accepting one too.
And then he's also covering for her. We're just really stressed and this and that. This is definitely because if the shoe was on another foot, and if this was a male yelling at a female like this, one security would have already been there.
True.
I mean,
all
there's
over
no doubt about it. A
no,
man
no.
yelling at a female like this,
much
someone
faster,
would have
much faster.
someone would have intervened.
Much faster. 100%. No, I got lost in another thought for a moment.
What?
This is me just having a fly of the moment thought of what I think possibly could happen. I'm explaining the man's behavior, and I could be 100% wrong.
Okay.
He was very protective, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he seem protective? Mm-hmm. What if he knows she's not well? Mm-hmm. What if this is one of those situations where he's with somebody he knows has like serious psychotic break issues and he loves her, you know, and he's like, yeah, these are bad. I get it, but it's not her. Like medically, I know it's not her, you know? So maybe it's one of those. And just the way he went to bat like that, he's very respectful.
Or they're also at an airport. There's 3 places you don't
I know,
wanna...
but go ahead.
DMV, airport, and post office.
Those
there
are
we
3
go.
places you never want to make too much of a scene.
Nope.
100% agree. I don't know. Just I get a vibe off the guy, the way that he handled it, and it just because the behavior is so bizarre, and I'm just putting everything into like this perspective jumble, and I'm probably wrong, but that would explain it for me and why he went to bat so quickly. Look, we're just really stressed. I don't want her to go to jail. Blah 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 blah. I'll calm her down. Okay, maybe he's just protecting her.
Yeah, that's true. I felt bad for him though. I really did.
It's so much more commonplace now because let's face it, mental health is at the forefront of everything nowadays. Everyone talks about it. Everyone puts it on the forefront. Everyone's in therapy, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And it's not a bad thing.
If you guys can hear the fan, I apologize. It's the fan that's in the room. The room door isn't closed, but maybe I don't think these mics can pick that up.
May not pick that
but
up. We might
if you can hear it, I'm not getting up.
But,
Sorry, what would we apologize? I said I'm not getting up.
But living in this era, it's always now it's forefront, and you kind of have to almost factor that into your rationale nowadays. That could be a factor. So it's almost sad that is the case, but you got to think about it now.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. Would not be me. Could not be me.
No.
Maybe if I was like, I don't know, in a horrible mental state, but even then,
no, I
could
think
not be me.
I think you are always aware of where you are. Me, I do have that don't give a F in me, but not in my 40s and not publicly anymore. No way, not that public.
I'm not into also profanity in public.
No, she's
I'm
not.
not into, even in like an art, like there's just a bunch of stuff. I'm very, I don't want to say old school.
No, you're particular when it comes to stuff like that, and
yeah.
And I would say almost old school in some ways. In some ways. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Takes some getting used to. It's all right. Show that ring.
No, I'm not showing anything. Now, the next on the list is we have an angry woman at Walgreens.
Oh. Walgreens brings out the anger.
I didn't understand this. I was like, you know what? You'll explain it. Because he has a really great ability of understanding people that I just, either they have like an accent or something or whatever. And I'm just like, what did he just say?
Army.
So.
I served with everybody. Like when you're in the Army, you got to learn accents real quick. And I like accents anyway because I try to do them. Not very good, but I try.
They'll be in touch with us. I'm sure if we need to trickle it down as a claim, we need to.
It's already a claim.
That's what I'm saying. Then they'll get in touch with us once they hash it out.
Okay. It's already hashed out.
No, I don't know what this is.
I ain't even got no business here.
Okay.
This claim originated at the Alexander store. They told me if it was a controlled substance, they couldn't transfer it to another store. So what are they doing over here?
You had another prescription you brought here.
You are so outraged.
And that's unnecessary.
Let me say this. I didn't have another prescription. This is the same prescription Dr. Bishop wrote. Read it. It is a refill. It has no business over here.
He called it in, guys. It's called in.
Then why am I at the Alexander store?
Go to the Walgreens, I can help you.
Why am I over there yesterday with the police trying to get a
They
video?
called it in there also.
He couldn't have called it in 2 places. One script.
Y'all got one on hold from them? Yeah, they can call it in. They can call it in every day if they want.
Why would a dumbass doctor do that? He's smarter than that. He didn't do that.
Oh, this lady's bad.
Okay. Well, from what I understand, it's not even really her fault why she can't, because she's trying to get a prescription, but because it was called in to another pharmacy, the lady's telling her to go to the other pharmacy.
She tried to get it picked up the day before. She said that the police had to get involved the day before at the other location. And so what I think happened is that happened. The doctor had already called it into this location yesterday, so that refill's sitting there. After the incident, the doctor probably got the memo late, something like that, sent it over to the other place. This lady didn't get that message, goes back to the original pharmacy. And she's just wrong. The doctors can call it in. They can transfer it to any pharmacy. They can make that call.
But isn't that's annoying as a customer though?
Incredibly,
because
but
now because I've gone to CVS and like let's say I've accidentally gone to the wrong CVS to pick up a prescription, but they've told me, hey, we can get it here, just hold on, and they do whatever the heck it is that they do, and then I wait a little bit, but I can end up getting my prescription at that location.
yeah.
So it's weird that she's not offering that.
Well, so CVS I know will do it. CVS will, in fact, I've had CVS just say go home, we'll deliver it. I have CVS Care, so that they do that stuff. And get CVS Care, it's worth it. You get $10 for spending $5. Walgreens, I don't know. Walgreens is, look, we try not to bash brands. We really do. I can't stand Walgreens. I really can't. I think they're just, I don't know what it is. I don't want to bash employees. I don't want to bash anything. I really don't. But Walgreens is horrible, and they get a lot of things wrong. They don't provide a lot of really good services. Just like there's just something rotten about Walgreens. I don't know if they're at fault here on this one. I don't know if the doctors are at fault. This lady is pretty worked up, and the police already had to get involved once. I don't know. Common denominator factor, possibly.
The lady. I think obviously
She's
it's
funny,
the
though.
way how she's handling or receiving the message. She's not taking it pretty well.
She's not. And, I'm going to go on a limb and say that this woman's from Louisiana.
I don't think it's fully her fault though. I mean, she's a rude customer. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
However, I don't fully believe that this is. I mean, she's going to 2 locations for a medication.
Yeah.
Just give her the goddamn medication. Call, the pharmacy. Call the doctor. Be like, hey, this. Like, I don't know, but do whatever it is. Like, he sent it to a pharmacy at Walgreens, so I don't understand why that Walgreens pharmacy can't just transfer over those meds. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and that's why she's pissed off. And I don't blame her for being pissed off, but you can't, unfortunately, in this situation. It's kind of like you get in your car, start crying moment. Remember I told you last week I had a really bad day?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a situation that was like this, and there was nothing that.
Oh, really?
Actually, I took a video of it because I was like,
Did
"Oh,
you really?
yeah."
Did you?
Well, I don't even know if there's any point playing it because it had some personal information on there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was applying for a new job or I got a new job, but I had to get like the COVID booster or whatever, and I already got all the shots and the vaccinations, but I lost my card. I ended up finding my card once I got here, but my whole point is I worked a 12-hour shift. I scheduled my vaccine at CVS, and then I go there. And sorry, I didn't mean to make this like a huge thing.
No, it's okay.
But I go there.
Get it off your chest.
And the guy's like, it's a CVS and a Target, and I go there.
Oh, CVS.
And the guy's like, are you Blossom? And I was like, yes. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but we can't give you a vaccination today because, yes, we have vaccinations here, but they're expired. I'm so sorry. And I was like,
Is that how he talked?
yeah. He's like, oh, I'm
name
so
is
sorry.
Jeffrey.
I'm so sorry. Like he was all. So I'm thinking, but then he told me this is what you do. Just go to another pharmacy. So
No, you're good.
Oh, sorry. He told
You
me,
drifted.
this is what you do. You go to another pharmacy. So I go to another pharmacy, and oh, I'm so sorry. Well, he forgot to take it off of his system that I didn't receive it. So then I couldn't get it at the other pharmacy because my insurance technically still paid for a shot that I never received. And so then I'm trying to call them and get this. There's a voicemail where you leave a message. There's no one who answers. They don't have any line of communication where you're actually going to get a hold of someone. You only have to.
At your doctor's office?
No, at the pharmacy.
The CVS?
Yes, there's not a line
That's
of communication,
shocking.
and that's what made me cry in my car because here I am in Norwalk. I'm not driving back down to Stamford, and there is no matter what button you press, there is not a line of communication that will direct you to someone at the pharmacy. You have to leave a message.
Oh, wow. No, that'd break me too.
Yeah, so then I go to the CVS in Norwalk, I explain the situation, and so then the lady calls the pharmacy, and then I kind of like, in my head, I'm kind of annoyed with her because I was like, you could have done this the first time, and you made me go out and told me I had to go back to them, and you could have called them. But turns out she did call them, and then she got the same voicemail. Isn't that weird that, like, a pharmacy should never get another pharmacy's voicemail?
No.
So
It's weird.
either way, it worked itself out. I came back here. I ended up finding my vaccination card anyways, so I never needed to take it. But I was working a 12-hour shift, and I sacrificed more of my sleep so I can get this done. And then that happened, so I was frustrated. But my whole point here is that days like this, sometimes you just got to cry it out and just, what's the next step? That was my point.
Yeah, just walk away. Mm-hmm. Walk away.
He didn't. He called in no prescription at no two stores on one
I
day.
got on hold that I took. That's one of the
Okay, give me a copy of that. Give me a copy of every script you got. Just a copy. Because I don't know how to take this course. I got to take some. I can't help it. Employees don't know what's going on. I need a copy of every script. And then I'm tired. You tell me what you can't do, and you can't give me nothing right. You can't give me this. You can't do that. So
I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, that means you don't understand what's going on. You can't give me no customer service. That's what you can't
I
do.
need to figure this out with you.
Well, that's why you can't figure. That's why you can't help me because you can't figure it out. Shit.
Here, Miss Sanders. Here's copies of your. Yeah. Those are copies. Those are the ones that called in. And then you drop them out.
By Dr. Bishop. Okay, now where's
That was one dropped off.
what do you mean dropped out?
Prescription you brought us. Something you brought us. It's dropped
Okay,
off.
what location? What's the location? Where was this at?
It was brought in here.
Back
That's,
down.
yeah, that's basically a copy of it.
And what's the date it was brought in? On June? Okay, now. Okay, he brought, okay, this one.
That was called in on September 6th. And it's on hold. It's never been filled.
September 6th, 16. So then,
That was June 3rd. Or June 15th.
so,
All right, I'm going to forward it
Yeah,
just
they
a
ain't
little
nothing-
bit.
There ain't nothing going on.
so, where is the prescription? Okay? You got the document, you gotta give me time to find a doctor, or I can report you to the patient fusion, I can report you to the state medical board, because you left me hanging. You cannot leave a patient hanging on a controlled substance. Okay? So this is valid.
I didn't say it wasn't valid.
You did. You just said if I don't have a relationship with the doctor, the prescription's no good.
That's true.
So you keep contradicting
I'm
yourself.
not contradicting myself, but we're not going to be able to today. That's the end result.
Oh, it's a controlled substance, and she
wants the drugs. The thing is, I don't like her argument. I don't like the way she's done anything here. And then to say that you held me up, yeah, she started talking court early in this. This woman is just off of it. I think it's becoming more clear what this is to me. Because I live where I live.
You know, the advantage of being a pharmacist is that because of the medications these people are receiving, you're really stable to be like, you got some issues, let me see.
Yeah,
You know?
right? Yeah, pharmacists get the answers.
And it's so annoying sometimes because there are certain medications that I will get and I'm just like, you
Please don't
totally
look at it.
know
You
what
don't-
I
you
have.
don't need to
Like,
know.
yeah, I'm like, just, yeah.
We're not going to be able to fill it today
What?
because it was picked up 4 days ago at Walmart. The same drug.
Wasn't no 4 days ago.
14th was 4 days ago.
Not on your watch or at your store. We already know it was picked up at Walmart.
Exactly, so we
But
cannot
the
fill it
insurance
early.
company is aware of that.
It doesn't matter about insurance. I have laws. It is a controlled substance that I cannot dispense early. It's an early dispensing that I cannot do.
Her insurance said that they're willing to do vacation on variety.
And
I think she just needs to unfortunately go to an AA meeting.
Yep, because what the pharmacist is telling her is 100%. I listen. I have back in my sharing time. Back in when I was in the military, I got hurt. I was on prescription medications for a very long time, prescribed both on the economy and through the military. And let me tell you, when the pharmacists say they can't give you any more, if they're saying it's locked, it's locked. That's it. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. There's no computer. They lock it. That's federal.
Yeah, and I was willing to listen to her for a bit because I'm like, well, that's weird, you know. But now we know that the problem that she didn't want, this lady didn't want, the pharmacist clearly didn't want to state it, like, you know, she didn't want, so she tried to hide behind
I think she was being
the
courteous.
doctors. Yeah, she was trying to hide, like, no. But the reality is, she finally stated it. Look, you got this refill a few days ago. You can't get a new refill. If you're out, yeah, you need help. If you're out, you need to actually talk to your physician. You need to do, you know, obviously we know what this is now.
Yeah, try being honest with your physician.
Let's forwards.
it's called a vacation override.
But
we were not
But
gonna do it.
they won't do it.
No, we picked up 4 days ago.
So give me my script back.
We cannot do that because you have refilled.
You ain't finna kill me. You gonna do something.
You have medication.
No,
You
it's
have
stuck
that.
I
in.
will be back on the 5th.
Yes, ma'am. You can have someone pick it up and mail it to you. That is a very, very valid
So,
option. When it's due for
So let me
refill,
say this. You gonna allow somebody to pick up a controlled substance
we ask,
and mail it.
We asked
It's
for
illegal to mail a controlled substance in case you didn't know that.
it's not. My brother used to get me an order.
Well, he need to go to jail.
Okay, I will let my brother know.
No, I wouldn't let the police know.
Okay. It's not illegal.
And
you
who,
can have someone come
who
mail
gonna
it.
wanna do that? It's a controlled substance. If you can mail it, you
I'll
may
do it.
well transfer the script.
Every
If
state
I
has laws that they have to abide
If
by.
I can get somebody to walk up in here and get a prescription fill, a controlled substance where I have to show my ID and you dispense it and give it to them and
We
let
ask for
them
their
put it in the U.S. mail, you may as well transfer the script to the
No,
pharmacy.
we wouldn't mail it. Whoever picked it up for you, a friend, a family,
You
a
shouldn't even
relative.
dispense it to somebody else other than me.
We ask for identification whenever it's picked up.
Well, they ain't gonna look like me.
All right, we're moving forward.
The pharmacist is giving too much at this point too. I think the pharmacist is being very cordial at first, very nice. Now she's giving too much and fighting, giving way too much back into
Well,
it.
because she's had enough now. Now she's
Yeah.
like, whatever. Like you're being annoying.
'Cause all this woman wants is more conversation because she's trying to catch her on every word, every slip, every semantic, everything. So I understand the frustration of the pharmacist, but yeah, lock it up, lady. You were in the right before. Stay in the right. Don't give in to this. You're a good employee. Stay that way.
Yeah, let's see how this ends. Let's
Don't give
forward
in to your hate.
She's had enough. She's allowed to have a little back and forth with her for a bit. I think so.
I hope not.
Is she ignorant or what?
Oh my God.
Do that make sense to you?
I really can't do that. I cannot go in.
Then it ain't no policy. If it ain't in writing, if you
Coming
can't get
back.
nothing in writing,
Coming back. She coming back. She ain't gone.
you can't, and you can't get back to your job till you satisfy one customer. And you don't go on to something else until you finish this stuff. I don't care what you gotta do. Your job means customer service. That means you gotta satisfy me before you go over to anything else. What? You need to get yourself together.
I'm together. I'm together. I'm fine.
Well, you ain't produced no paperwork for me to prove what you're saying, your allegations in the statement.
I'm just trying to
You
do my
ain't
job.
get, well, you gonna get a job, give me something in writing. I'm a consumer. If you don't, you violate my consumer rights.
What consumer?
Everything you tell me you ain't gonna do, show it to me in writing.
Oh,
Then
shit.
you give it to me, why she ain't gonna give it to me in writing? That's consumer law. I have the right. If you refuse me in writing, you gotta tell me why. That's consumer law. If you get denied credit, they have to write you and tell you why. Can't nobody just tell you no. This consumer, this America. Consumers have rights with the Federal Trade Commission, with the Consumer Protection Agency. If you tell a consumer what you can't do, you must provide them in writing. Why? If they don't want to do nothing.
I think she
They
gone.
want to hold my
Oh,
position.
shit.
Dumbass.
Oh shit.
They intimidated, but they white and I smart.
I think we got a
Okay.
white thing at the end there too.
Okay, so I feel like she's making up her own laws,
Yes, she is.
and she just obviously she felt that way about making that remark. But moving on from that
That
remark,
was awesome.
I feel like she
She's a dynamo, that one.
kept the people waiting well entertained.
Yeah, but you know what? The important, and this is just to go back for a second to why the pharmacist probably should have kept it locked up. Because if I'm the manager of that, I'm like, that was 10 minutes. We got to move that lady on. Don't go back and
Well,
forth with her. We
no,
got to
call
get
the
that
police.
lady on.
Where's the police at?
Yeah, it looked like that was a manager of Walmart who was trying to. But what was she doing? Like, get her moving.
Just
Start
trying to.
walking.
Well, she was trying to calm her down, but she did. It took. Come on, it took a little bit for this lady to be
True,
walked away.
true,
So
true.
let's give her the credit.
We'll give her
but
some sort of credit there.
yeah, I feel like they should have called the police. But here's the thing too, because I see all these comments all the time. You want to call police and bother them over this? Yes, like
Yeah.
people don't understand. When things escalate, the first thing they ask you, oh, well, how come you didn't call the police? You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen comments like this where we've talked about situations in restaurants, situations, and then we've said, oh, yeah, they should have called the police. And then people are like, you're really going to use the police resources? Yes, because things can escalate, and that's
Way
how
too
people get
easily.
gelled.
Yep. If you guys are showing the inability to resolve this on your own, that is what the protection of the people who are supposed to serve us is there for. Granted, never used properly, but it's what it's supposed to be there for. If you guys can't settle this dispute, if she won't leave, you don't want you to escalate it. You want this guy staying behind the camera, not having to punch somebody, So no, you'd absolutely try to call you, because what those cops are supposed to do is come in and de-escalate the situation one way or another. If by removal, great. If by their training that's supposed to be able to help them talk to them better, even better.
And to be fair, if that lady saw a cop, she would have been gone, because
Gone.
she's asking for a refill on a controlled substance.
Right.
So yeah, a cop would have actually helped in her favor. Sometimes cops, just a uniform walking in does the job, to be honest with you.
They do that around here. Well, now to be fair, with very close proximity to police headquarters around the Walgreens and CVS, but they'll just walk in. They'll do that. They'll just walk in on patrol, hang out for a second. They do it in the pawn shop too. Just helps keep the riffraff, because if they know a cop just goes on patrol, they're less likely to start stuff.
That makes sense.
It's almost like that's how it's supposed to go. Like,
Is
if
that
you-
why there's always a cop at Dunkin' Donuts?
No, that's just because some stereotypes are true.
Oh, whatever.
Cops like donuts. But then again, who doesn't? The funniest thing, real quick, man,
What?
we've already gone long. We live in a town where a Dunkin' Donuts actually failed inside of a police station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that Busy Bean was a Dunkin' Donuts before Busy Bean.
Yeah, well, no comment.
How did Busy Beans stay in when they're horrible? It's okay. It's okay. Not all Busy Beans, just this one. I don't know. The Dunkin' was not a good Dunkin'. I know that, but you know what I never saw inside that Dunkin'? Cops. It's attached to the police station, and there was never a cop in there.
I have no comment.
Yep.
Any last words?
Thank you guys once again for another fantastic week so far. I'm excited for videos like this because your comments are going to be great.
Oh, darn it.
What?
We forgot to react to that video we said we were going to react to. We'll do it in the next episode. Next episode.
Oh, yeah, we got you. Next episode.
And if you guys have any videos that you want us to react to, feel free to send it to rudecustomerspodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, we just thank you for being here and watching us or listening to us.
Keep commenting. Keep your opinions coming because, man, some of them are so unhinged and I love it. Keep it coming. We'll see you next time right here on Rude Customers Podcast.
Oh, you didn't say the audio files. Wow.
Oh, and make sure you find us anywhere that audio files are found. See, you love the
That's
audio
so
files.
funny. No, I was
She
surprised.
loves
I
the
thought
audio
I
files.
thought that was your moment to be like, in audio files.
Well, she's
Listen
been
to us.
stealing my glory for episodes. I kind of, for episodes now, stole my
Stealing your
glory.
glo-
Yep.
Anyways, I'm Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Go find us anywhere where audio files are found.
Bye.
Bye.